Hey, and welcome back. I'm John Dawson. Before I retired, I quietly believed retirement would fix a few things: the stress, busyness, that constant hum of restlessness. For decades, I was driven, too driven, probably. I took on too many responsibilities, too many projects. I was overwhelmed more often than I admitted. There was always something to answer to, someone to report to, some performance metric hanging in the air. I was tired of being accountable to someone else's timeline. I didn't resent it. That's the bargain you make when you work. You trade your time for what the company needs. But I wanted my time back. I wanted to choose my projects. I wanted to wake up and not have my best mental hours already spoken for by someone else's priorities. I wanted freedom. Well, if I'm honest, the phrase that ran in my head for years was simple. If I just retire, then I'll finally feel free. And in many ways, I do. But here's what I didn't expect. Freedom doesn't fix you. It removes excuses. When I retired, the stress of reporting to someone disappeared. The annual reviews disappeared. The weekly one-on-ones disappeared. The 360 feedback loops. The constant evaluation. And I was glad they were gone. But something else followed me into my retirement: my need for achievement. I assumed after 25 years as a creative professional that I would have exhausted that muscle. I thought I'd be content to coast, but the opposite happened. My creativity, it expanded. Now, there are no boundaries imposed by an employer. Instead, there's a world of possibility in front of me, and that feels invigorating. It also feels overwhelming. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't about my job. This was just me. The drive, the overachieving, the need to do more, be more, squeeze the marrow out of life. That wiring didn't disappear when I stopped working. It amplified. So retirement exposed a pattern in me. And that pattern was, I don't relax easily. I have difficulty sitting still. I'm always scanning for the next project. My wife once bought me a shirt that says, "Keep moving." And it was half a joke, half diagnosis. And that phrase has been a life mantra for me. Not because it's virtuous, but because it's true. Retirement hasn't erased that instinct. It's just made it more visible. Well, here's where it gets a little more nuanced. Did I experience the freedom I had so desperately craved? Well, yeah, but not in the way that I expected. I thought freedom would feel like permanent calm, like floating, like lightness without responsibility. Instead, freedom feels powerful and heavy because now every choice is my own. No boss to blame, no calendar to hide behind, no company priorities to use as an excuse. Freedom demands responsibility. You now have a world of options in front of you. The challenge is choosing wisely. Now there are no external constraints absorbing your energy. If something feels unsettled inside you, it's yours to face. Retirement doesn't solve your internal tension, it reveals it. I've noticed something else too. Retirement has fixed some real things. Presence, for one. I'm more present now. with my kids, my wife. I'm more present with my parents. I'm more present with friends and my church community. There's unhurried time now. Like when there's a graduation, a wedding, a funeral, a birthday, I don't have to check a work calendar first. My wife and I often say to family scattered across the country, don't worry about coming to us. We'll come to you. That shift matters. But even with all that good, retirement has shined a spotlight on who I am at a core level. If someone believes retirement will eliminate all internal tension, I would just gently say this: retirement's not a silver bullet. The only thing that changes is that you're no longer working for someone else. Your time is yours, which means you now have more space to deal with your issues, whether you choose to deal with them or not. Work, I get it. Work can be a convenient hiding place. It gives you a socially acceptable reason to avoid deeper things. I know that because I used it that way at times. But retirement, it removes that cover. And for some people, that's uncomfortable enough that they just keep working. And I understand that. But for me, the confrontation has been worth it. Retirement gave me freedom, but it also forced me to confront my demons. Not in some dramatic sense, but just in the quiet sense that when the noise dies down, you can hear yourself more clearly. And that clarity is both a gift and a responsibility. If you're thinking retirement will fix everything, it probably won't. But it might give you the space to finally address what needs fixing all along. And that, in my experience, is far more valuable. Hey, if this resonates with you, I'd love to hear what retirement has revealed about you. Let me know below in the comments. And if you're enjoying these conversations, consider liking and subscribing. I'm building this channel slowly and deliberately. Thanks again for tuning in to John Dawson Retirement.